Man, that Lakers game against the Rockets on Monday.
Yeah.
It felt like a real, like a slog,
It did.
But 104-98 at Crypto.com Arena.
Right.
Getting the W, holding on to that 4th seed in the West.
Important.
That made it all worthwhile.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you know what really struck me was how tough those Rockets were.
Yeah.
They came in winning 12 of their last 13.
Right. They've been on a roll.
So it's not like we were facing, some pushover team or something.
Sure, for sure.
They were clearly fighting for playoff contention themselves.
Yeah, I mean, they were right there in the mix. So
absolutely.
They had every reason to come in and commit hard.
Yeah, and it felt like it had a real playoff atmosphere.
Oh, absolutely.
Even this late in the regular season.
Yeah.
You could sense the urgency.
For sure, from both sides.
Yeah, you could see it in their play.
Yeah.
The way they were hustling, the intensity on the court.
Right, right.
You could tell that every possession mattered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As the game unfolded, and even like reflecting on it afterward, two major threads really emerged for me.
Yeah.
And they feel central to understanding where the Lakers are right now.
Right.
And I think the first, and probably the most immediate, is the question mark surrounding LeBron's health.
Yeah, that's a big one.
And the second is the growing buzz around potential off-season roster moves.
Right.
Particularly the possibility of landing Portland's Anthony Simons.
Yeah, interesting.
Right.
Interesting possibility.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I feel like those two aspects are kind of intertwined, right?
Oh, they're totally intertwined.
Because you have the Lakers battling for every inch in the playoff race with a key player seemingly not 100% physically, while at the same time, you have the front office likely strategizing about how to best position the team for sustained success.
Exactly.
Which brings that Simons trade possibility.
Yeah. Sharp focus, right?
Makes you think about the long game, right?
Right, yeah.
Not just the immediate future.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for this deep dive, we're going to really dig into that intersection.
Okay, sounds good.
We'll dissect that gritty win against the Rockets, paying close attention to how LeBron looked and performed.
Yep.
And then we'll explore this potential Anthony Simons acquisition.
Okay.
And what that might tell us about the Lakers' bigger picture.
Interesting.
We've got some insightful material here.
Okay, what do you have?
We have a YouTube analysis that breaks down that Lakers-Rockets game.
Good.
And reports from inside the league on potential off-season moves.
Excellent. Excellent.
So let's start with that Rockets game.
Okay, let's do it.
What were your initial takeaways from how that game started?
Initial thought was it was a really slow start for both teams, honestly.
Yeah, it felt slow.
Neither team even reached 20 points in the first quarter.
It felt like
a lot of missed shots.
It did.
Both offenses just trying to find their rhythm.
It felt clunky.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It did.
Right.
Clunky is a good word for it.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. It happens, these high-stakes matchups.
Yeah.
Sometimes, there's a feeling-out process.
Right.
Both teams kind of adjusting to each other's game plans.
Yeah.
Figuring out how to attack.
Right.
But yeah.
But I thought the YouTube breakdown really zeroed in on that too.
Yeah, they did a good job of highlighting that.
It really did.
And as they pointed out,
the
intensity definitely ramped up as the game went on.
Yeah.
You could really see both teams recognizing the importance of each possession.
Right.
Especially as the game got closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Luka Doncic really started to impose his will in that second quarter.
He did.
Driving hard, creating shots for himself and others.
Yeah.
He really took over.
But I thought the standout player, and I'm glad the YouTube commentary echoed this, was Dorian Finney-Smith coming off the bench.
Oh, he was huge.
Especially with Rui Hachimura back in the starting lineup.
Yeah.
Finney-Smith's contribution was
massive.
Massive.
Yeah.
Absolutely massive.
He's so important.
Yeah.
Look at his stat line.
Yeah, look at it.
20 points.
6 rebounds.
Yeah.
3 assists.
3 dimes.
2 steals.
Yeah.
3 blocks in 31 minutes.
That's incredible.
Those
in 31 minutes off the bench.
Yeah, those are
insane.
Those are starter level numbers.
Right, coming off the bench.
Yeah, incredible performance from him.
Yeah.
But what I think the YouTube analysis really did a great job of highlighting was his defensive versatility.
Yeah.
Particularly his ability to disrupt Houston's inside game.
He was a constant presence.
Yeah, he was everywhere, making it tough for them to establish.
Any consistent scoring in the paint.
It felt like every time the Rockets tried to go inside,
Yeah.
Finney Smith was right there.
Always there.
Contesting shots, getting deflections.
Yep, making them work for every basket.
Right. And then the third quarter became
that third quarter.
this real back and forth, like
back and forth
seesaw battle.
It was a nail biter.
The lead changed hands multiple
times.
And then just as
Doncic was really starting to heat up.
was finding his groove offensively.
Yeah, he was unstoppable.
Yeah.
And then, bam, fourth foul.
Picks up his fourth foul.
Yeah, that was a turning point, I think.
That felt like a huge
turning point.
Yeah. Because with Doncic forced to the bench, Houston,
they saw an opportunity.
Definitely sensed an opportunity.
Yeah.
To seize control.
Yeah, they thought, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
This is our chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when we saw LeBron
had to step up.
really elevate his game.
Yeah.
And I thought the YouTube analysis pinpointed this perfectly.
They did.
He became
the primary
offensive engine.
Scorer, playmaker.
Attacking the basket, making crucial passes.
Keeping the Lakers in the game.
Yeah. Just keeping the Lakers afloat during a critical stretch.
Absolutely.
It was like he had to carry the team.
Yeah, the weight was on his shoulder.
On his back.
Yeah. But even with LeBron playing like that,
right,
the Rockets didn't back down.
The Rockets were relentless.
They kept coming.
Yeah.
They were hungry for that win.
Yeah, the fourth quarter was just...
Oh, it was a nail biter.
The
wire.
Every time the Lakers threatened to pull away, Houston had an answer.
Yeah, they wouldn't quit.
And then with just over a minute remaining, things got
really tense.
Incredibly tense.
Yeah.
Doncic comes back in.
Yeah.
Scores to get to 20 points.
Yeah. Big bucket.
Huge bucket.
Yeah.
But then, almost immediately...
Oh, that fifth foul.
Picks up his fifth foul.
Yeah. I thought Coach Reich was going to pull him.
I know.
But he left him in...
Risky call.
But then
LeBron, with that uncharacteristic turnover...
So, unlike him...
led directly to...
a
Dillon Brooks basket.
Yeah, he took it all the way.
And suddenly, the Lakers' lead is cut to just 2 points.
Yeah, you could feel the momentum shifting.
Oh, I felt that.
Right to Houston.
In my chest.
Yeah.
Like my heart skipped a beat.
Yeah, it was a scary moment.
Watching that sequence, I thought, oh no, here we go again.
Right.
But then
LeBron,
in true LeBron fashion.
Vintage LeBron.
Pumped up with that.
Oh, that block.
Unbelievable block on Alperen Sengun.
Yeah. Game-saving block.
Game-saving.
Yeah.
Momentum swinging.
Completely changed the energy.
The energy in the arena must have been...
Oh, it was electric.
Through the roof after that.
Yeah, you could feel it through the TV.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a huge play.
And then, under immense pressure...
ice in his veins.
Finney Smith steps to the line.
Yep.
And sinks both free throws to ice the game.
What a performance from him.
It really was.
Coming off the bench.
Yeah, and I'm glad the YouTube analysis also noted that with Memphis losing that night, the Lakers solidified their hold on that fourth seed.
Big win.
Which is crucial.
For home court advantage.
For potential home court advantage.
In the first round.
In the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, that's huge.
Huge. Right.
You want to have those games at home.
Of course.
Especially in a tight series.
Right.
Every little advantage matters.
Right.
Yeah.
But even amidst the relief of that win, the underlying concern about LeBron's health,
it's still there.
Is definitely there.
It's lingering.
The YouTube commentary touches on this.
Yeah,
and
they bring up a good point.
The numbers since his return from that groin injury are hard to ignore.
They're concerning.
Yeah. And the YouTube analysis calls it a stark contrast.
Yeah.
Right.
Compared to how he was playing before the injury.
And it really is.
It is.
He's averaging 18.7 points on 43% shooting.
43% from the field.
Which for LeBron...
That's just low for him.
Is really low.
A concerning 22% from three-point range.
Yeah, his three-point shooting has really fallen off.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's a significant drop
yeah.
compared to his season averages through 64 games.
Yeah, before the injury, he was averaging 24.4 points on 51% shooting.
51%.
And 37% from three.
And 37% from three.
Yeah, so that's a...
That's a huge difference.
A huge difference.
The efficiency just isn't there right now.
No, not at all. Right?
Yeah.
And it's not just the scoring.
No.
His rebounding and assist numbers have also dipped slightly.
Right. Across the board. It's just he's not quite himself.
Right.
Yeah.
Then you see the report from LA Times reporter Dan W. detailing LeBron leaving the arena with
all that cold and flu stuff?
With all that cold and flu medication.
Yeah.
Nasal spray.
Cough drops.
Hot tea.
Yeah. He was loaded up.
It paints a clear picture that he's been battling some kind of illness.
Since the end of that road trip.
Since the end of that recent road trip.
Yeah, it seems like it's been lingering.
Right.
Yeah.
And the fact that he was seen with tissues on the bench during warm-ups.
Even before the game.
Even before the Rockets game.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
Underscores that he's
not 100%.
Far from 100%.
Yeah.
For a player who relies so much on his physicality and explosiveness.
Yeah, his game is all about power and athleticism.
To try to perform.
Yeah.
At an elite level.
Yeah.
While dealing with an illness.
Tough.
It's a tremendous challenge.
It is.
Especially at this stage of his career. And the timing couldn't be worse.
No, not at all.
Bad timing.
They're clinging to that 4th seed.
Yeah.
Just one game behind Denver for 3rd.
Every game counts.
That's right.
From here on out.
One of these final 7 regular season games carries massive implications.
For playoff seeding. Yep.
And potentially avoiding a tougher matchup in the first round.
You don't want to face the wrong team in the first round.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It can make or break your season.
And that upcoming matchup against the Warriors.
Oh, yeah.
Huge.
That's a big one.
The YouTube analysis calls it a highly anticipated primetime showdown on TNT.
Yeah, everyone's going to be watching that one. And especially when you consider how well the Warriors have been playing.
Yeah, they've been on fire.
Since their trade deadline move.
Since they got Jimmy Butler.
18-5.
18-5.
With Jimmy Butler.
They've been a different team.
They've surged to the 6th seed.
And they're right behind Memphis.
And they are breathing down Memphis's neck.
Yeah, Memphis has been struggling lately.
They have.
They've lost 7 of their last 10.
They've been going in the opposite direction.
It's a tight race in the West.
So tight.
Yeah, any team could make a run.
The Western Conference playoff picture is incredibly volatile right now.
You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which brings us right back to the Lakers' dilemma.
Yeah.
With LeBron's health.
It's a tough one.
It presents a really tough decision.
It does.
You know, do they push him to play?
Yeah. Do they risk it?
Through this illness?
Knowing he's not 100%.
Knowing how critical each game is for their seeding.
Every game matters.
Or do they risk resting him?
Yeah.
Potentially dropping in the standings. Potentially losing home court advantage.
Yeah.
But hoping
that
he's healthier.
Yeah.
More effective come playoff time.
Right. It's a gamble either way.
It's a delicate balancing act.
It is.
With no easy answer.
There's no right answer.
Right.
It's a tough one.
Right.
You got to weigh the risks and rewards.
Okay, let's pivot now.
Okay.
Look ahead to the offseason.
The offseason.
And this potential trade for Anthony Simons.
Okay, let's talk about Simons.
And even though the YouTube analysis acknowledges that the Lakers are currently a legitimate championship contender.
Yeah. They're right there.
It also points out that the front office understands.
They understand.
That with LeBron entering what's often referred to as
the twilight
of his career.
They can't be complacent.
Remain proactive.
They got to keep making moves.
And make impactful moves.
Yeah.
To maximize their championship window.
That's the reality.
Right.
When you have a player like LeBron, you got to take advantage of every year he's got left.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to be around forever.
Exactly.
Right.
You know, Father Time is undefeated.
Right,
so,
right.
Yeah.
And I thought they really... They did a great job of pointing that out.
Yeah, they highlighted that well.
In the video.
Yeah, they did.
That they've assembled a talented roster.
They have.
But in the NBA,
yeah,
you can't afford...
You can't just stand.
To be complacent.
You gotta keep improving.
Especially when you have a generational talent like LeBron.
Right, a once-in-a-generation player.
With a finite amount of peak years remaining.
Right, he's not going to be this good forever.
Right.
So you gotta capitalize on it.
Yeah, and the desire...
To desire eject.
More firepower. More consistent offensive firepower.
On an offense.
Around LeBron and Luka Doncic.
It's understandable.
It's a logical one.
Yeah, they need another scorer.
Right.
To take some of the pressure off LeBron.
Right. The idea.
The idea.
And I thought they did a good job in the YouTube breakdown of citing
NBA insider Brett Siegel.
NBA insider Brett Siegel.
Of Clutch Points.
Of Clutch Points.
Yeah, he's a good source.
Is to add
another high-level
score.
To complement Doncic.
To complement Luka Doncic.
Yeah.
And alleviate
some of the defensive pressure they face.
Some of the defensive pressure that they face.
Yeah, they need someone who can create their own shot.
Right.
Take some of the burden off of LeBron and Doncic.
Someone who can consistently be a perimeter threat.
Yeah, a knockdown shooter.
And really stretch the floor.
Yeah, someone who can space the floor.
Meaning they're a reliable outside shooter.
Forces the defense to respect their shot.
Who forces defenses to spread out, creating more driving lanes.
Creating more space for LeBron and Doncic to operate.
And offensive opportunities.
Exactly.
And Anthony Simons' name has emerged.
He's an interesting option.
As a primary target.
He is.
Filling that shooting guard.
Filling that shooting guard role.
Alongside Doncic. Yeah, that's an intriguing backcourt.
And what's particularly intriguing about Simons is how well his skill set appears to align with the Lakers' needs.
Yeah, he seems like a good fit.
And as they described,
on paper at least,
in the YouTube analysis, they emphasize his status as an elite three-point shooter.
Yeah, he can really shoot the ball.
Capable of being effective both with and without the ball in his hands.
Yeah, he can play on or off the ball.
The potential for a lethal scoring duo with Doncic.
That's a scary thought.
Is definitely enticing.
It is.
And Coach J.J. Reich's positive assessment.
Of Simons' abilities. And potential.
Yeah, Reich seems to like him.
Further strengthens the argument.
He's a believer in Simons.
For his fit.
Yeah.
Right.
He sees the potential.
And I thought it was interesting how they highlighted in the video Reich's apparent high regard for Simons' game.
Yeah. It seems like he's a fan of Simons' game.
And the Lakers reported interest in his ability to space the floor.
That's key.
Really stood out to me.
Yeah, spacing is so important in today's NBA.
Right.
You need guys who can shoot.
They call it combination.
His shooting range, his speed.
Shooting range, speed.
Ability to create his own shot.
And the ability to create his own shot.
That's a valuable skill set.
That it could inject a completely new dynamic.
A whole new dimension.
Into their offense.
Yeah, he could really open things up.
And the YouTube commentary.
Yeah.
Even paints a picture of a potential
nightmare.
Offensive lineup.
Yeah.
Featuring
Doncic, Simons, LeBron, Reeves.
Doncic, Simons, LeBron James.
Wow.
And Austin Reeves.
That's a lot of firepower.
Imagining the headaches.
That would be tough to defend.
That kind of scoring versatility would create.
It would be a nightmare.
For opposing defenses.
For sure. That would be a lot of fun to watch.
Right.
Yeah.
Offensively,
it would be amazing.
Certainly presents a
tantalizing
prospect.
Yeah.
However,
there's
as the video astutely points out, a potential area of concern
offensively
with a backcourt
Doncic, Simons, and Reeves.
Of Doncic, Simons, and Reeves.
That's a lot of offense.
Who would be on the defensive end.
Yeah, but not a lot of defense.
Particularly on the perimeter.
Yeah, that would be a weakness.
That's where the suggestion of needing another move.
Right.
To acquire a strong rim protector comes into play.
Yeah, they would need to address that.
Right.
You need someone to protect the rim.
You need someone to anchor the defense.
Yeah.
Behind that high-powered.
Potentially high-octane.
But maybe analytically challenged backcourt.
Defensively challenged backcourt.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
And it really connects back to what we've seen the Lakers explore.
In the past.
In previous seasons.
Yeah, they've always been looking for shooting.
Right, and the YouTube analysis reminds us of their consistent interest in adding reliable perimeter scoring around LeBron and Anthony Davis.
Right. They've tried that before.
And Simons, in many ways,
he fits that mold.
Fits that mold perfectly.
He does.
Plus, at 25 years old,
he's young.
He offers the potential to be
a
significant asset for the team.
Yeah.
Even beyond LeBron's tenure.
Yeah, he could be there after LeBron retires.
Right.
Yeah.
He's coming off a season. It's a strong season in Portland.
A strong season in Portland.
Yeah, he really showed what he can do.
Where he's demonstrated significant
scoring
prowess.
Yeah.
And with Coach Reich.
Yeah.
A former sharpshooter himself.
He knows what it takes to be a shooter in this league.
who deeply understands the value
of spaces,
of floor spacing.
And perimeter scoring.
Yeah.
And he's
publicly praised Simons'
deep shooting range and ball handling skills.
Yeah, he likes Simons' game.
It seems like a stylistic and philosophical match as well.
Yeah, they seem to be on the same page.
But the YouTube analysis also delves into
the potential obstacles.
Yeah. And the price tag.
Yeah, it wouldn't be cheap.
Acquiring Simons might entail.
Yeah.
Poreless.
Yeah.